Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast. We got an interview with my boy Boykins Cosplay. I'm your host, Malcolm. I'm here with my boys.
It's your boy E, man. You already know what it is.
Yeah. And then you could
introduce yourself.
How's it going, everybody? I feel like Birdman, just like coming in and coming. Like, we
man, better put some respect on my name. Nah, man, we got Boykins here. This is actually our second time doing the interview. We recorded it once and there were some issues with it, so we're gonna run it back, but it'll be just as fun for you guys. It's you guys' first time. E-man, you weren't here for the first one, so yeah, so you get the fresh experience. The listeners get the fresh experience, and we're gonna have a good ass time. It's a shame though, because the last one was very fire.
It was, but I mean, this time, like, I finally get to speak to my man E-man. You know, appreciate all your takes on the pod. Just again, like I said last time, huge thanks for just having me on, and just huge honor. Big fan of the show, and yeah, just
100%, man.
Finally getting this set up.
Some of E-man's takes be a little wild though. I can't lie to you.
You're right.
They are wild.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
It's the spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
It's the same.
Same thing, I guess. But yo, we're glad to have you here on the show, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good. Just finally got off work, and it's just I now get to relax. I'll probably after this maybe head to the gym if I have time. If not, then probably just hop into one of my cosplays and do some recording.
I feel that, man. I've been in the gym lately. I'm trying to get like you, man. I see you out here kind of swole.
Already there.
I am definitely
right
not.
Now, oh, please. I'm telling you. I mean, since the pandemic, I've just been trying to just get rid of all the post-quarantine depression weight. So
I feel you, man. I'm trying to gain some weight, man. I'm skinny out here.
I'm too skinny. I gotta bulk up real quick.
Yeah, gotta get them killer beat arms like you, bro. Man, I like that shirt though. I really like the Black Panther jersey. That's fire.
Thanks, man. My girl ended up getting me this at box lunch. I was gonna say Hot Topic for a second, but I believe
Hot Topic's the wave. I love Hot Topic. Actually, I think I got a Hot Topic shirt on. Yep, I got a Hot Topic shirt on under here. Todoroki, my boy.
Okay. Yeah. I seen that one. I was just about to cop that one too.
I love that one.
I saw that one too, and I was gonna get it, and I was like, dang, I think he already has that.
So this actually isn't the one that's there now. This is a different one. All right, now I gotta show the people the drip. Hold on. I gotta drip check real quick. Hold on. For the watchers, the listeners can't see, but this is actually a different one than the one that's there right now. This one actually is a long sleeve. This arm says fire. This arm says ice. And then yeah, it's the half and half. It's not even in the store no more. Because I actually need a new one because this one's getting a little small. That's why I normally wear my hoodie with it. But it's fire. It's fire.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cop that there.
Yeah, huge Todoroki fan. But let's talk about you, bro. That's what we really here. We here for this fire interview and get that good conversation in, bro.
For sure.
So E-man doesn't know. The listeners don't know. Let us know how you got into cosplay, because that's really what I feel like you're most famous for. Yes, I do say famous because you be out here. How did you get into?
Thank you.
How'd you get into the cosplay streets, man?
So for me, after attending San Diego Comic-Con for the second time with a friend of mine in 2018, I had met I was standing around waiting for one of my friends while he was at one of the booths testing out a game at the time that was coming out, and these parents had come by while I was in my Civil War Black Panther suit that I had like first purchased, but I had to like make some customizations to the sleeves because it was too small, and it just like was way too messed up for me to even like send back and too late. But anyway, so when I was waiting around, these two parents had came by with their daughter who was dressed in the classic 90s Harley Quinn Batman the Animated Series cosplay.
Yeah.
And her parents were just immediately like, oh, we love your cosplay, and we would love for our little daughter to take a picture with you. And she was just the sweetest. She was like the sweetest thing. And just after taking a photo with her, and just that entire interaction and just vibe with just other thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of nerds that share the same passion, the same energy, the same love for whatever it was, just was something that really resonated with me just very deeply, and was just immediately like, as soon as the new year starts, as soon as I get back home, I'm gonna dive into what I say, or what I call cosplay, is the bottomless pool known as cosplay. And once you dive in, I mean, it's lit. I mean, you never get tired of it, and like everybody else, it's just one of the most welcoming communities in the world, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
That seems
like
epic.
Such a fun thing to do, and I want to do it so badly. I don't know if that's gonna hurt my pockets, but it seems like such a lit thing to do. I want to like hop on Instagram and start posting.
I will admit that, you know, like a con, depending on the con, depending on like the size and just, you know, how grand the type of con you're going to is, it can it can be a little hurtful to your pockets, but I will say, after like that 3-day weekend, or just 2 days, however long you go, is just it's worth it, because you come back just feeling, I would say, burnt out, but an awesome burnt out, in which, you know, you'll see every cosplayer, like they'll tell you, like the Friday is more of like that field day, in which, you know, you're just going to meet up and kind of like, you call it just window shopping in a way, just kind of get an idea of like, okay, so this is, you know, how a con is, you know, kind of how it is on this first day. It's a little slow. A lot of people are still coming in after work and stuff like that.
Right.
And then Saturday is just the grand day where everybody shows off their best stuff. And it's just, Saturday is just the ultimate day in which everybody's showing off just their best work. It's just, like I said, the ultimate vibe, the ultimate just day to enjoy a con and just enjoy the feel of everything. And then Sunday, you'll just see, I'd say, similar to what Friday was, where in a little mix of Saturday, where it's still kind of lit, but a lot of people are still completely burnt and hungover, or just completely tired and sore and sweaty from Saturday. And so, like, people are still loving to be there, but ooh, we are borrowing some energy for tomorrow.
I feel that, man. I definitely got to get to an anime convention, bro. That is on my list of things to do in 2020. Dang, it's 2022. In 2022, that's one of the biggest things on my list, is get to one. I think I'm gonna go to C2E2.
And go with a costume, or you just go?
I think I'm gonna hit a costume up. I'm gonna hit a costume.
I gotta pull up in a costume.
I'm gonna hit a costume.
I was just gonna say, I was like, at least for me, like, I feel like the better experience is to just go in cosplay, especially for your first con, and obviously it doesn't have to be something that's, you know, like, oh, I really got to show out and, you know, get like the most expensive thing.
I might have to, though.
I totally feel you.
I want something a little bit more nonchalant.
I think I gotta splurge, because I want it to be grandiose and dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to feel like I'm the character.
Yeah, I got you. You see, for me, it was definitely that. It was just like, if I'm ever going to a con, for sure, I'm getting a cosplay. I don't care if it's, and, you know, I don't care like how top quality it is. Like, I am going in costume, and
right,
you know, we're about to set this thing off.
One way or another, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, I want to go to one. We have one here in Chicago, C2E2, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna slide to that one, because I think that's gonna be a really dope event.
When
you said what?
C2E2?
I believe it's in May this year, I think.
Oh, okay, because that's one that I've C2E2, and a couple other ones that's like further like towards the East Coast, of like, they're just ones I've always wanted to go to. So yeah, if not this year, probably next year, I'll try and like set it into some plans or something to go to.
Did you get DreamCon tickets?
No,
me either.
I was way too late, but that's another one.
Yeah, they just dropped some new ones this week, like more tickets this weekend, like the last final drop, and they dropped at 5 p.m. and it completely slipped my mind, and I didn't check in until like 6:30, and they were all. You said what?
When is DreamCon?
DreamCon
is June, July, something like that.
Yeah, July.
June or July. Yeah, it's one of those. But that, man, I want to go to DreamCon so bad. I know you saw the footage on TikTok and Instagram. Everybody was lit, bro.
Lit.
I was so mad I wasn't there, bro. And then all the goats with obviously RDC, Shizzle Mag,
Easy.
Keats, Berleezy, just everybody was in that mug, bro. I don't know. I might find a way just to like go down there just to kind of, you know, be in the city while it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get the bread, obviously, but because I feel like that's just such a good energy, bro. Like all my favorite Black anime creators were there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly everything you said. Everything about DreamCon that I've seen in the past, or especially last year, just seemed the most lit, and I was so bummed, man. I'll be this bummed again that I can't make it. But next year we'll for sure like throw it in the plans for sure.
I'm gonna make sure I get there for the next one. There's no way I'm missing out on that again, bro. Mm-hmm. No chance, bro. Mm-hmm. Yo. But out of all the cosplay you have, which one would you say is your favorite, or that you just connect with the most, and why?
You see, I always love like hearing this question and answering it. So for me, quick short story for our listeners and for you guys. So back in what I want to say, like middle school, like early high school, my first passion was to be an actor. And so I took all the acting classes, the modeling classes, just everything, just trying to get my name out. And after not doing an audition and or getting a call back after an audition, I made an agreement with my mom that if that didn't happen, then I would join our middle school basketball team. And from then on, I'd say like my passion for, I guess, acting or getting in character, or whatever it was, just was kind of thrown into the background. And since doing cosplay, it completely like rejuvenated that love for me.
Right.
But for me, I would say like every single cosplay that I have is just, it's my favorite, because every single one for me is something that like I enjoy the small little details and always doing when it comes to staying in character for. So for Killer Bee, like I can't rhyme or rap to save my life. Like I tell everybody this every time they I always try to talk to them in character, but just the fun things for me to train my brain with for like an entire 8 or 9 hour day at a con, or however long it lasts, of literally thinking of a rhyme at the top of my head with everything I say, no matter if it's even the most simplest question, like hey, how's your day, B? And my brain is like, I'll think of something like that just rhymes with A or B. And it's just so much fun. And for like my Black Panther cosplay, it's the same thing, like just practicing and altering my voice into sounding more Wakandan, more South African, learning part of that African just language in general, to just test my knowledge more. It's just literally everything that has to do with me getting into character for all my cosplayers are just, it means so much, and I love every second of it. So personally, I can't really say I have an actual favorite that I connect with the most. Is just each of them, and even future cosplays that I plan on doing just resonate with me so much, because a lot of those characters, like I see certain aspects of them within myself, or ones that I would at least like to achieve for myself, whether that's the demeanor of the character, or the way they carry themselves, or the way they speak, the way they act, the way they interact with people, and just everything just about every one of those characters is just something that I try and take and add to my repertoire into staying in character.
Right. I feel that. Is there a character that you feel like you have to act the least for because they're so similar to you?
I can't really, I would probably say, again, I'd probably say all of them, but I know I've probably had a couple of my friends who would probably say Killer B, I would say the most, just because of like the goofy mannerisms at times, or just sometimes just kind of like the bouncy energy he'll sometimes have when interacting with people. So I would probably say from people telling me, probably Killer B, I'd say.
That's what's up. That's
I was
dope.
actually thinking like the contrary. Like, is there any cosplay where you almost have to act very different from yourself, where it feels almost unnatural?
I would say probably Barrett, or maybe I can't like think of the character right now. Hold on, I gotta like open up the other side of my closet real quick. Scorpion, that's who it was. So for my Scorpion cosplay, like I'm so much more like I'm so much of a humble guy, and I know it doesn't really sound like it when I say that, but it's
I definitely get humble vibes.
But it's just like, for me, I always try and just carry myself and just be the most respectable and, just like I said, just humble as much as I can. And when I play certain characters that are supposed to be very just boisterous and just very like powerful, and like just know that I'm the shit at all times 24/7, is just something like I enjoy doing, but it's also like very awkward for me, because like I just never like being very like I'm the best. So like, be sure to worship me, and I'm just like guys, like, I mean, if you want to follow me, like, no one's like pressuring you.
Right. That's the Scorpion energy, man. Scorpion pulls up like, yo, I am here to take some names. Y'all mess with my clan. I'm the last one left, and we're going to get it done. No one is stopping me. Scorpion, man, that's a beast. That's my favorite Mortal Kombat character.
Same.
The Liu Kang, my guy, or Noob Saibot.
You like what's the other Shiryu? That Scorpion train. Takeda. You like Takeda a lot too.
Yeah, Takeda, yeah,
he's a good one. He's a good one. That's what's up. So last time we spoke, you were telling me a little bit about your nonprofit for like cosplay and such. Can you give us a little bit of like the story of how it came about and what it's like really doing that?
So as Snuckle was saying, for some of you listeners out there, so I'm the leader, or I'm one of the leaders and one of the co-founders of a nonprofit organization here in Nevada, called Cosplay for Kindness, in which we visit hospitals, birthdays, fundraisers, literally everything you can think of, dressed as your favorite superheroes, princesses, and everything else in between. And the way we got it started was back in 2019. There was a superhero themed father-daughter dance at one of the local churches in town. And they were just asking for anybody who has a superhero related costume just to come by and just take some pictures with the families, with the kids, dance and stuff, just have a good time. Right. Just completely public and just free event. And so me and some 3 other people had shown up there for the event. And at the end of it, the funds that they had gained from the event, some of the money that was, or a handful of the money that was left over from the event, they ended up being so just nice and charitable. And for us, again, we were all there just to freaking have fun and cosplay.
Right, and as volunteers.
Exactly, as volunteers. So the leaders of the church ended up giving us some of the leftover money to just being so nice and just being ourselves. So we ended up all linking back together that following weekend and going all to lunch together. And just during that time, we were all just picking at each other's brains as to like, how long we've all been doing cosplay, how long, or why we decided to do it, why, they decided to come,
right.
And everything. And we just decided, hey, there's no charitable group like this here at least here in Reno. In Vegas, I know they have one. Mm-hmm. But just one here where we were living, there was none to be found. So we were like, let's start it up. Let's run it up. And
that's epic.
And it's been incredible. We now have a total of about nearly 20 members, and all of them from every bit of experience from all over the board. Some who were like just still, some of us are all similar where we're still just starting out. Some who have been cosplaying for 10 to 15 plus years, if not longer. Some who haven't really cosplayed, but they have tons of experience with sewing and just making cosplays and props and stuff. So it's just each member is just so incredible, and we're all learning from each other each and every day. And it's just, again, such like a blessing and an honor to have all of them part of our team,
Right.
and just have it where it is. It's incredible.
That's epic. You know what I want to do? Once I get a cosplay, obviously I'm gonna go out to, Nevada at some point, probably go to Vegas
Definitely.
or whatever. I would love to link up and do that with you, like go
For
to
sure.
an event
For
or a
sure.
hospital or something. I feel like that would be such a dope and rewarding experience, and I would
It's
love to be
incredible.
a part of that.
Definitely. I mean, in 2019, I'd say pre-COVID, it seemed as if almost every weekend we had something going on.
That's awesome.
And I'd say now that everything's much more open now, and
Yeah.
mask mandate is less strict, and I feel like we're slowly getting that traction back,
Yeah.
which is totally awesome. But yeah, it's just anytime we get to, any excuse that we get to throw on any of our costumes and bring what I feel that Disney magic to our local community, no matter how old they are, their age, race, shape, whatever.
Right.
Like just literally seeing and hearing that glow from them, for all of us just to be at like a giant public event at like a park or something, and we're all just walking together, and you hear
Right.
from a distance, like 40 yards back, from a kid with their mom or something, like the screaming, "Mom, it's Spider-Man," or like, "It's Black Panther," or Batman, or literally whatever superhero is their favorite. Just completely hearing that and just turning around and just, again, seeing them glow is just awesome.
It's almost like you drive an ice cream truck.
It's literally that. It's literally like you just see and just feel that glow of them, like just being so stunned that like I've only seen you in movies and have
Right.
I colored you in my coloring books, but like you're here in person, like to see me, and it's just one of those like
that's so
rewarding
dope.
things of like my whole like day, no matter what's been going on with my month, it could be like the most shitty month in the entire world, but like
Right.
just seeing this kid or seeing this person in general like glow from just me interacting with them or other members doing the same, just washes everything away, and it just makes the entire, at least for me, I can like siphon off that joy for like the next like 2 years now. So
that's fire,
That's
man.
so
That's
cool.
so
That's like
fire.
a wholesome community type thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got to find some ways to do that more with the pod. Like, like give back or whatever. Like, just get to that.
Birthday parties.
What, just as us?
Right.
Don't nobody care.
Hell no.
hey, I'm just saying,
Like
like I said, just give it time. Just give it time. I'm telling
That's
you. Like,
a fact. One day.
Eventually, because I know I would like with as much just awesome this energy and just passion you guys have for every single episode that's coming. And again, like I said,
appreciate
I'm
that.
a huge fan. I watch every single clip and episode you guys release. So especially on, like,
man, I
Sundays,
appreciate that.
It makes like my day. Like after I'm done catching up on whatever anime it is, I'll be like, all right, pod probably about to come out with a new episode or something if you already did in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fire, man. That's awesome. I love being able to, change lives and kind of make a difference, even though it's not in a conventional method. Like I'm not a surgeon or a teacher or whatever, like people can still make that connection just through the things that we do, that we enjoy doing. We sit on the couch and we talk about hip hop and anime and even just our lives, and people enjoy that. And I'm sure that's something you can relate to with even through just like your TikTok clips, those videos bringing a little bit of joy to people throughout their day is incredible. Even like your IG, I love your IG, like the pictures. I really like the TikToks, but the pictures where, you can really get like the the deep editing in with the characters. Like the Black Adam ones are epic, bro. Those are so fired. Like that, just a little bit of happiness that you could bring to somebody while they're scrolling through their feed is 1000% worth it. And that's why I love podcasting so much.
For sure. And that was something I know, like we were talking about when that on our last interview was that's one thing I love so much about this generation now is that like literally, if we were to talk to anybody back in the early 2000s, like when the internet was just starting, if not pre-internet in the 90s, and just telling, just talking to a bunch of adults or people just our age that were like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm just all these just incredible occupations. And then what do you do? Literally talking to a microphone with my friends about anime and hip hop in our life.
Right. People would look at you like,
that's it. And they'd literally be like, what the heck? Like, who cares? Why? And it's just incredible that like we've completely like broken out of that same repetition idea from our grandparents where it was like when you were born, you went to school, you went to college, got your degree, married somebody, lived out your life and worked at a place for 45 plus years, died, and then repeat the freaking cycle.
Exactly. And now we actually get to achieve that happiness that we're looking for. Before it didn't matter if you were unhappy. You're supposed to get a job that can support your family and move on. If you're unhappy, oh well, you get to be happy for those 2 days on the weekend. That's enough, right? You feel me? You get them 2 days and you get the 1 hour between after you get out of work and when you have to go to sleep. Like
your work break, and then that's it.
Exactly. That's all the happiness you need. Now we actually are going to find jobs that actually make us happy, because what we've noticed is anything that can make you happy is a job, can be monetized, and there is a need for, some things there's no need for, but
there's an audience for it. A lot of,
some things are just like super niche, but you know what I'm saying? But like most things you can find a way because people want it, people enjoy that. Anime is something that I like a lot. Hip hop is something that I like a lot. So now people are finding ways to monetize hip hop and anime. So now they're giving somebody something that they want, and they're getting something they want, a living off of doing something that they want to do. Like cosplay, no one would have ever thought that it would go as far as it is now, where people can just make money off of cosplaying and doing things that they love doing.
Exactly.
It's a good way to build that community and many communities around it. Like I've seen people do cosplays of video game characters that I know and I like, and then I start getting into that video game, and then I start getting more into cosplay, and it expands different communities around it, which is so awesome.
Facts. Yeah, you could. It's really just a growing process, and you can really bring a lot of attention to a lot of things that you didn't even really think you were gonna like care about that much. You know what I'm saying? Even like your Black Adam cosplay. I love Shazam. Shazam's one of my favorite DC superheroes. But after I saw your Black Adam post, I actually went and read a Shazam comic. It was like, you know what? I haven't read one of these in like 2 years. Let me go ahead and get into this. And I was like, oh wow, I forgot how much fun this is.
And that's exactly the part of at least for me, like my process of just like of the characters that I cosplay. Like there's certain suggestions that I get from friends, of like, hey, you should definitely try this cosplay out, and I'm completely always all for it. I just always want to, pretty much do exactly like what an actor does preparing for a role, or like when it comes to anybody just creating a character or an OC character from just thought. It's just completely like doing a deep dive of the character on like why, how they interact with people, why, like what drives them, how they talk, walk, just what they would do, what's their power and just purpose. So literally everything that you would want to know and need to know about the character is just something I always have like so much fun, like always just reading and just wanting to understand of like, he seems like an interesting character. Like, let me, like you said, like, let me read a couple comics and like see, why he's, the character he is, instead of just the basic, like, oh, his costume looked cool and he's an evil Shazam. That's like all I need to know. It's like, no, it's like, why is he the way he is?
Deep dive, yeah.
And I could imagine like finding a new character that you don't know about and you start doing research and find out that there's actually a lot that you guys share would be like such an awesome feeling.
Oh, it's incredible every single time. And it's just something like, for me, that helps me like enjoy cosplaying the character just as much every time I get in it, because again, it still just reminds me of that fun part of just like wow, like it's incredible, you know, like why the character is the way he is, you know. It's
Right.
just interesting to think, and it makes you always just wonder, like, would you go that same route? I don't know. I always just love thinking that when it comes to like Thanos or Killmonger, or literally any other top tier supervillain, or even the Joker. My friends and I were talking about was, do you think the like Joker was insane to begin with? No, because I completely disagree, because I think his entire, you know, reasoning and purpose for everything was literally what was explained in Killing Joke. Like, you are one bad day away from turning the most sane man into the most insane man, and it's just something that's just totally understandable for all of us. We could literally have the worst thing pile up, just one right after the other in a span of 24 hours, if not less than a few hours. And that could literally be the stepping point of you just stepping over the edge. And
yeah, everybody has their breaking point.
Everyone. So it's,
and you don't even know where it is, you know, like even in a lot of the Injustice comics, nobody really knew that Superman was on the brink until boom, Lois gets smoked, and now it's like completely new person. The golden boy Scout of the world is now a villain.
Number one threat.
And it can happen just like that. Like, yeah, that is crazy to me. But speaking of Batman, have you seen the new Batman?
I did. I watched it on Thursday, and I'll be watching it again with my girlfriend on this Saturday. So I'm like so hyped for her to like experience it.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Bro, for me, I think the most probably the best Batman film or comic book Batman film of all time. Because some people, you know, you could compare like, well, how's the Dark Knight with it? I would say the Dark Knight is the best movie, because it ties, because for me, I don't really see it as a comic book movie. I see it as this is a real story that happens with in a real city with a dude who happens to share the same, or who happens to share the name of Bruce Wayne, and there's Batman characters and elements in it, but like the Batman, that's just, it's everything from,
it's named the Batman for a reason.
Night. Yeah, it's perfect. I loved it. Oh my gosh.
Without giving any spoilers, I agree. I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Definitely.
And a 10 out of 10 for me is like, I don't give out a lot of 10 out of 10s, but it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, like, and that's in you and my friend who was joining with my other friend, all three of us when we were watching it, were the two that I was really surprised about, because like I know your movie ratings, and part of it is like, I don't know, like I liked it, and I thought, you know, everything was perfect, and it was just incredible how they do the writing for the characters, the riddles, just how the characters are written, the gadgets, and just everything just in the story. It's freaking beautiful. And yeah, you and my other friend, who's so much, like, I hate to admit it, but he's such a like a comic book stickler type of dude, like where like where you might think like this is awesome and it works, I think, perfectly for the story and what they've been building so far, and for him, he'll totally be like, I think it's bullshit, because like in the comics, if like this character was the main reason that like they started this fight, and the way the city became the way the city was, and you're just like,
right,
like, bro, we trying to have fun here.
Like,
I can be like that sometimes too, though. Like I could be like, nah, but I get that this is more fun, but it would be so much better for just the overall dynamic if they would have done this and that. I'm a very critical person.
And that part, I like completely understand. You know, there's certain times, like what you were saying, C was when it comes to certain comic book movies, I understand sometimes you want to take the realness out of it, and just kind of still be like, well, it's still a comic book movie, so it still wouldn't make sense that like a normal human would have superpowers like that and survive.
Right.
That wouldn't happen. But yeah, there's a certain times, where like for me, I don't know, I think sometimes it's the opposite, where I'm like, I don't know, I think it still flows if they did remove that and incorporated this, or if they did end up, like you said, going that complete route. But yeah, for him, it's sometimes like arguing about him. I'm just like, sometimes you can't fit a 300 or 700 page comic into a 1.5 hour film. Like that's difficult. It's so difficult to do, and you can't. Like it's like you,
because they're a long comic series,
huge long comic series that
just libraries and databases.
5 movies.
Yeah, that's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. But I know you're also an anime nerd like us, so know I gotta ask you, top 3 anime of all time in your opinion.
Oh, of all time. So for me, my top 3, in my opinion, because I know some people will probably or argue with me in this. For me,
they're always gonna say something.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's what we love. So my top one, I would say, flips every week. And it's Naruto and DBZ. Those two, like, I would say, flip.
Completely understandable.
Literally every single week, just depending on how I'm feeling. And for number 3, I would say My Hero. I think everything so far in the anime and in the show, they've, I think, done such an awesome job with just the idea of just quirks and just completely building the entire world around
the world building.
Just the world building in general. It's so incredible, and I'm like so hyped for the next season and just to see like what goes down. And
have you read the manga or no?
No, but I've seen certain spoiler panels, through TikTok, long before the season. So part of me is like trying to throw it in the back of my head and be like, that never happened. We'll just wait for the show to...
I'm on the same thing. I know like little small, or actually one big one, but for the most part, I'm going into it pretty fresh. This next season, I'm hyped for it. I cannot wait to see this next season. But another question that I was just talking about earlier today with one of my friends is top 3 anime main characters.
Ooh, damn.
And this one, to me, is tougher to answer than top 3 anime.
Definitely. For me, I would say still going to my top 2 of Naruto and DBZ. My top 2 favorite characters from both of those shows, Goku and Vegeta, just their complete dynamic and how they started out and to where they are now is, I think, just incredible. And for you, like, I know you'll completely hate this one.
That means you're gonna say Sasuke.
I'm gonna say the classic Naruto and Sasuke. Just I hate to admit it. I mean, I won't disagree with you about like the bullshit that man has said, done. Like I completely agree, and I will tolerate all Sasuke slander. I totally will. But at the end of the day, I think the man was badass and got certain shit done. I'm not gonna say he got shit done, but he got certain shit done for sure.
It wasn't all bad.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like there was certain aspects that I enjoyed, but again, I would totally rock with all Sasuke slander of just the man being so hard-headed. Like, how many times and how many people do you have to fight for them to completely, or for your brother to tell you a second time why he saved you out of everyone in the village? He asked his brother the first time, he explained to him. The next time it was Danzo, and Danzo pretty much told him part of the truth, and the rest was just kind of bullshit to make him angry. The other part was fucking Toby, or spoiler, Obito. Sorry, guys.
Everybody knows what happened.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, the anime is in 2016, so
I feel like at this point, there's no such thing as a Naruto spoiler. Yeah,
you're right.
Like at this point, you can't
yeah.
spoil Endgame. Like everyone's seen it, and if you haven't, that's on you.
Somebody already
Right.
spoiled.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Nah, that's a fact, man. I was thinking about my top 3 anime main characters earlier today, and I was having a really tough time. But I think I decided that my number 1 anime main character is Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. I think he takes that number 1 spot for me.
And why is that? Why would you say him and not all the other characters from your other favorite animes?
I
know you've
feel
got a
like
couple.
Kaneki is so dynamic and he has so much growth. And even in reading the manga, I feel like there's a lot of similarities between me and Kaneki that like I feel like we have in common, just in terms of like a lot of times Kaneki will try to kind of just like bear everybody else's problems. If there's a problem, instead of letting someone else fix their own problem or deal with their problem, he'll just kind of try to go solve it. And while it does seem like it's for the other person, sometimes it's kind of just for yourself, because it's like, I'd rather deal with this than watch somebody I love have to deal with this. And I just really, really, really love Kaneki. I think Kaneki is just the GOAT overall.
I'll let her rock. Is my friend the one who I would say is a stickler is Jelly Ghoul for you listeners out there. He's a awesome dude, and he has a Heat on cosplay and a couple other amazing cosplays for you guys to check out. So
I love
again, the Jelly Ghoul. So go check him out.
Shout out Jelly Ghoul.
But again, yeah, he would say the same thing. Tokyo Ghoul is for sure one of his, like I'd say probably in his top 5 anime, if not maybe top 3. And
I think it's for me too. I think me too. Tokyo Ghoul, I just love it so much. I love it. If you haven't read the manga, you should definitely read the manga. It is
instead of watching
way better. Like the anime is good. The manga, so much better.
I actually haven't watched the anime, so if I do get into Tokyo Ghoul, I think I'm gonna read the manga first.
So here's what I would say.
And that's what I was thinking.
I would say watch a little bit of the anime because it is beautiful and it helps your imagination while you're, reading the manga. Just like seeing the colors in the anime, like the kagune that they have, everybody, y'all know, like the stuff that comes out of their backs.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. And you can't get that same feel from the manga just from like the color palette. So if you just watch a couple episodes of the anime just to kind of like understand just the beauty of the colors of the show and then read the manga, I think that's like the best combination.
That makes sense.
Got you. Okay.
Tokyo Ghoul, overall hit though. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10 show. But well, not the show, because the show got a lot of problems. But the manga, heat. The show has a lot of problems, man. A lot. What would you say your favorite new gen anime are right now?
New gen, I would say Demon Slayer, My Hero.
Fire.
That third one, damn.
You a JJK fan?
I still haven't watched it. But I know I'm gonna like it because I had a lot of people tell me to cosplay Abdul. But again, like I know I'm gonna have to watch like up until season 3 when he shows up. So I feel like I'm enjoying it, but I haven't watched it yet. So I might say Fire Force just because like I haven't watched a lot of the other or too much of the other new gen animes for me to really like put it on that same like tier list.
Fire Force is a good one.
Amazing.
I love some Fire Force.
Yeah, I'm hyped for the next season. Just
cannot wait.
Yeah,
cannot wait.
My friends and I are they're finally getting around to watching it because we had put it on our watch list for a while, and pretty soon we'll start that up and start watching it. And the entire time I'm just gonna have to keep telling them like, trust me on this. Like the show's great. Just every time Tamaki's on screen, just try and fast forward or just ignore, just do whatever.
You kind of just got to get past the fan service as an anime fan, man.
Yeah.
People will not watch anime because of fan service.
Yeah.
I think that you just gotta get past it. You got to get past it because it's a vital part to a lot of anime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worth it,
I would definitely say how I think of it, it's similar to the old rich white folk when it comes to like weed being legalized.
Yeah.
Like before weed was officially legalized, a lot of people hated it because again they had that one bad experience with it, and it completely like shoved them away as to like, no, like it should just, I hate it. It should never be the same, and that's exactly how we should keep it. And I feel like for certain people watching anime, I feel like that's what it was. They just watched one awkward scene that they didn't really feel and completely understand, and then from then on they were completely like, I hate anime, it sucks, I don't know why.
That's how I was at first too. I was the same way. I was like, yo,
for sure,
this shit is stupid. I'm not rocking with it. I hate it. And then one of my homies put me on. I was like, nah, bro, like I'm not watching that. I don't care. Literally, all of my core friend group at the time was telling me to watch Naruto. This was my senior year of high school. And I was like, bro, I'm not watching that shit. That shit is lame. It's weird. I'm not watching it. And one night I was on Netflix. And you know how when you like leave the cursor on Netflix for too long, it'll just start? Yeah. And you know, I kind of had the thing on there. And then the episode started and I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna watch it. And then by like episode 2 or 3, I was like, yeah, this shit is gas. This shit is, and the crazy part is, this is the wild part. I didn't even tell my friends I was watching it for probably like the first couple of days because I was like, I did so much hating on it. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna just keep this to myself. But after a while, like they got into a debate about it, and I was like, all right, I can't resist the debate. You know what I'm saying?
That was me when it came to My Hero at first. Like one of my friends, Martin, he was completely like, bro, I'm telling you, like I know like how you are with like your animes and how just how you like them written and how they're done. Like I feel you would love My Hero, and I'm just like, I don't know,
like nah,
like seeing like a clip or two, like just from the outside looking at it, just don't look that interesting. And then it was that All Might versus All for One fight. And after watching that shit on YouTube, like, because I know that's like when the internet blew up and when everybody was talking about it at that point, I was like, I might give this show a watch there because that was heat. And
that United States of Smash was different, man. That was different, bro. Different. All Might versus Nomu, fam.
Amazing.
Fam, he sent him into the stratosphere, bro. That shit was crazy, man. I love All Might. I'm a huge All Might fan.
For me, Bakugo and Kirishima, those are
he's a Kirishima fan.
Two, bro.
Have you seen Boykins Kirishima cosplay?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
Nah, it's heat.
Oh my gosh,
it's heat.
Thanks, man.
It's a good one.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you got some fire cosplay though. I'm definitely. Yeah. I know last time we talked, you didn't have any, but you got any recommendations for a cosplay for me?
For sure, Miles. Miles.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
One.
I feel like I would kill a Miles Morales cosplay. I might have to shave the beard though, but that's not happening. I look 12 without my beard.
I mean, you can still rock it with the beard because I know in there was like another comic series. I know that there was like a future version of Miles. And,
true. I'm gonna keep the beard. So
there you go.
I'm not gonna be Prowler.
I think you could pull that off well.
I don't feel Prowler enough. Like, I don't feel it enough.
I feel you though.
Yeah, like I feel the Miles more than I feel the Prowler, you know. Prowler is goated though, but I don't know. I do want to do Scorpion, but I don't know if my Scorpion goes stand up to your Scorpion. I got to keep it a stack with you.
I mean, I didn't really do nothing too fast. I got mine from easycosplay.com and in the forum bands. The ones that came in, I just thought like I could try and make some better ones and just hit up my friend. And I was like, or actually just watched a few like YouTube tutorials and has made ass some EVA foam.
That's dope.
That was pretty much it. So I didn't really do too much to like make it too fancy. There's some other cosplayers that I know that like just off of the shin guards and all the other just armored plates just look just freaking top tier, and it's all out of like EVA foam, and that's the level that I'm like then. Trying to be like, how do you make this? So
I gotta figure that out. But the last question I got for you, where's the best place, or what is the best way for people who haven't got into cosplay? What's the best way for them to, get their costumes, or best place for them to order it and, learn how to do things like that?
I would say, at least for me, most of the cosplays I have and have gotten have all been from Easy Cosplay, and that's Easy Cosplay, one word. They have tons of amazing cosplays and just well-made ones. I would say it just kind of depends on picking your poison. It just depends on like what you're doing and how you want it to be. Because if you just want the casual cosplay, that you can make some customizations yourself too, then I would say going to Easy Cosplay or places like Amazon and other websites as that. But if you're going like I want like movie grade top quality places, then there's a couple websites like Parallel Life Studios. They make really amazing like movie grade like fabrics and cosplays and bodysuits and stuff you could buy.
That's break the bank though, right?
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, but they are but they're
cool
good
on that.
So yeah, I'd say it really all depends on picking your poison. And for just making the props themselves, I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, it's pretty much just asking around. I mean, you could either look on YouTube. There's tons of tutorials online that can show you how to make those props, or make the armor is as amazing as it is with some UVA foam and some glue and maybe a blade or two. So just doing it that way, or just there's much more like talented and amazing cosplayers out there who have all the material and all the skills in the world that they just love sharing that knowledge. So you could easily just send them a couple DMs and just ask them like, hey, I'm planning on doing this cosplay. How did you make it, or how did you go across that? And they'll be more than happy, I'm sure, to share or send you like the 3D like kind of like the print kit of what they did, and how they
I've seen those
shapes. Yeah, so they can
kind of like the printing schematic type shit, whatever it's called.
Exactly, like the blueprints, you could say, of making the cosplay and the prop or whatever it is. So there's thousands and hundreds of ways of going about it. Just pick your poison, really.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna have to get on that, and I know I got listeners that want to get on that too. So thank you so much. Tell the people where to find you.
So you guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all under Boykins Cosplay. That's BOYKINS_cosplay. And you guys can find me wherever. And the other thing is just never be afraid to hit me up at any point. I say this a lot, is that I never want any of my followers to ever feel like just a number. So if you guys ever see like, dang, like he's got a lot of followers on TikTok or something, like, like I don't want to, seem like I'm pestered by messaging them or something, send me a message. I'd love to talk to every
That's how we linked up.
Who follows me. Exactly that. Like I was a huge fan of just seeing your clips on TikTok. That's how you guys came across for me. It was some of your just takes on just different animes of my heroes or my hero and a bunch of other animes on my For You page, and I'm like I'm gonna check out their pod. And after that, I was immediately like, I'm a fan. Like whatever I gotta do, like I'd love to be on their show, or let's do something with them. They are lit, and
I feel the same way about your cosplay, man. When I saw you on TikTok, I was like, yo, this man is the GOAT, bro. That's what's up, bro. But yo, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Definitely check out Boykins, and if y'all want to see more of our stuff, y'all know where to find us. Hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, send it to your friends, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.
Later, y'all.